Okay, everybody, welcome to Grown Man Record Night. I'm a little off kilter. Look, the tripod's not level.
Is it not?
Hey, look.
We're doing like a camera verte.
Hey, look at that.
Falling off the edge of the world.
That's all right.
Just lean into it.
I'm gonna lean into it. I'm gonna leave it that way. I don't care. I'm a man, Steve. Welcome to Grown Man Record Night. This is a special Valentine's with an M edition. Also a Friday the 13th edition and a speech therapy edition. And we've been playing great records all night. We appreciate all of our live and hip cats joining us live. We got Steve Fever in the house. We got Jay, the curb maker, in the house, who just rolled up right.
Just rolled up.
Woo!
That's the way to do it.
Rolled
up like an industrial curb.
Jay just rolled up like an industrial
Speaking
curb.
of curb, somebody sent in a nice card today.
Yeah, we're getting to that.
Okay, God,
right.
I don't mean to rush you or
Okay,
nothing.
all right. Yes, speaking of which, it is Valentine's Day. What time is it? It's Valentine's.
I see what you did there.
Our good buddy Spencer sent us an actual Valentine's card. So check this shit out. And he wants to know if me and Mike and Steve and cameraman Bossman will be his Valentine. And I think we'll just damn do it. We'll just go on and damn do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. We appreciate Spencer hooking us up with that, man. Appreciate you thinking about us, bro. Man, good times. Long week, long ass week. Let's talk a little bit about this week. Long week. What happened today? Can you talk about what happened today?
I think I can.
Okay.
You want me to?
Yeah. I
saw you.
We worked together today, and we were supposed to interact with a certain person.
Don't see you very often.
I wasn't able to. I had to like take off and leave before shit actually went down.
Oh, shit went down.
But
it was fun. It was a blast.
Hip us to it, Steve. Tell us what.
Well, we had a visitor from outer space come.
Yeah.
Actually, from Chicago. He flew in from Chicago, and it was Steve Harvey.
Yeah, man.
The comedian, host of the Steve Harvey Show, host of
Family
Feud.
Yeah.
He was in town to do a couple of things. He was in town to do an event for us, basically, where people could ask him questions. Like he has a segment on his show called Ask Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
So it was some local folks who put in some questions, and almost every question was about doing it. Basically, it was kind of funny.
Oh, there was a lot of doing it questions.
A lot of doing it questions.
It is Valentine's.
Before then, though, we met him. No, I'm gonna have one of these.
Oh.
We met him at a burger joint in Greensboro.
This is where I was at.
And there's Mike Miller cussing because he's having trouble with his mast. But anyway, he finally comes. He had to get another plane. He finally comes.
Oh, really?
And he came to try a burger that was made specially for him called the Steve Harvey Burger.
Yep.
And you and I both got a chance to eat the Steve Harvey Burger because we were shooting B-roll of the burger before he got there.
We got that B-roll.
We got that B-roll in our bellies.
Yeah. Let me tell you
something. How long is that burger going to last you?
I'm still good right now. I got the pounder.
You got the big one.
1 pound.
I got the medium, and there's a kid's burger, and the kid's burger is a big enough burger for anybody. It's got 2 patties on it.
But this was the Steve Harvey Burger is it's a whole wheat bun. It's 2 all-beef patties.
A whole wheat brioche
bun. Whole wheat brioche.
So it has that nice shell, soft.
2, in my case, 2 half-pound beef patties.
2 half-pound beef patties.
Red onion, extra mayonnaise.
It was a white cheese.
White cheese because he says that cows don't
make yellow milk or orange milk.
There you go. And some steak fries on
Steak fries on top of it.
Red onion, pickles.
A lot of mayonnaise, though.
A lot of mayonnaise.
And I would never make a burger with all that on it. Like, that's not my idea. But I'll tell you what, that was a good burger.
It was fantastic. And here's something else weird that he does is he likes on his French fries a mix of French dressing.
French dressing,
and
not buffalo.
Right. French dressing and blue cheese.
Yeah, he mixes that.
He mixes those two together, and I'm like,
call it Blanche or something?
Blanche. I'm like, I don't know about that. And
he said what
great.
you missed. He said that he and Red Fox came up with this. Now I never
Come
see
on,
Red
bro.
Fox crossing paths, but maybe
Early
so.
days. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he got it from Red Fox, or maybe he's just trying to tie himself to Red Fox. I don't know, but
I mean,
I'll tell you this: he was a funny guy, and what I really appreciated about him was how spontaneous he is, and how quickly he can be funny.
yeah.
How quickly.
He even said back in the Kings of Comedy days, he's like, "Don't let the WB and these suits fool you. I'm from the projects."
Yeah.
And he's
The
from
when he first got there, his car was supposed to pull into the restaurant, and they stopped early, and they got out by accident. But then they realized where they were. He was standing in front of an African American barber shop, and he's like, "Oh hell no, a barber! We're going here first." So they all piled into the barber shop, and they cut. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So he came in and he had his burger. What do you
He
think
had a
about
burger.
that?
He loved the burger.
The guy made this burger.
He's like, yeah, you know, it doesn't got no lettuce, tomatoes, don't got none of that crap on it. It's getting in the way because he had
Did
this
I pour you
idea.
one? Or you
I poured a shot. So yeah, but anyway, that was that took because it was from that event I had to go to the other event and shoot that as well. And that was just kind of nuts. So it was a whirlwind day.
Yeah, and so I was there for like 5 or 6 hours or whatever, and I leave about an hour before the cat gets there.
Yeah, because I
had to go do something else.
he had to take another plane, so he got there late.
That's all right. At least one of us got to hang out with Steve Harvey, and I at least got to eat his burger.
But what I shot, I wasn't really shooting the burger scene for news. I was shooting it for the Steve Harvey show. So what I shot's going to be on the show called. They do this thing called One More Thing, and it's
Yeah.
right at the end of the show, and he shows you a little 60-second thing of something he's done or something going on, and that's where they're going to put.
That's
that.
where they're going to put. Do you know when it's going to air?
No, I don't know. I haven't even seen the clips yet, so.
We'll try to let. I mean, at least you live mugs. We'll try to at least let you know when that Steve Fever shot piece on
When Steve Fever's
the Steve Harvey show.
piece goes national.
Did you guys
so.
talk about mustaches while you were there?
Not at all.
No?
Not at all.
That's all. I just wanted to get the hamburger getting caught up in the mustache, and I kept telling everybody, I'm here for the stash trash only. And I want that close up right here. This straight stash trash.
Yeah.
I figured that'd be where it's at.
He does keep his stash pretty nice and trimmed.
Yeah, it's impressive.
It's tight.
Very tight. Let's see, what else was I going to say about? Hey, I wanted to mention. Of course, you can catch all of our stuff on the YouTube channel. I'm not going to fool with it. You know the damn YouTube channel, youtube.com/Machete. I don't want to show the graphic. The Facebook page and all that jazz. Today,
Cut me off a piece.
you want a little? I'll let you pull it. I just pulled on it.
You just pulled on it? It'll pull
No,
apart?
I bit on that end.
Oh.
Just pull. I meant pull you a piece. Just gonna squirt it. Careful, it goes everywhere. I wanted to take a minute to. I should do this more. I've been really shitty about watching other people's videos because I've just not had any time. But I want to tell you about a good friend of the program who's steady on our shit, who's a really cool cat. And I'm talking about the guy from the Vinyl Show. If you've not checked out the Vinyl Show on YouTube, please go check it out. The YouTube page is youtube.com/users. Maybe he's got another channel name, but it's Simple Solitary Man. Simple Solitary Man, or you can just search for the Vinyl Show. This cat's really cool into the like old school punk and hardcore stuff. Really knows his shit. Really cool guy. He's one of us. You can tell, guy from California. You can tell he's really one of us. He's got a blog out there too.
Mm-hmm.
Great blog. He's got a Facebook page, and this is easy. Facebook.com/The Vinyl Show. So go find my man and subscribe to all his shit. He's a good guy. Really knows his shit. He's got a lot of fun stuff on there to watch and to read, and he's steady on our stuff, man. I feel bad. I want to go back and watch like all of his shit, and I just keep running out of time, and I can't keep up with stuff. But he's a lot of cool stuff he posts, and super nice guy. So check that shit out for real.
It kind of blows my mind when somebody will comment to you like, man, episode 57 and that thing you did with you're like, oh my
It
God,
happens,
are you kidding me?
man. It happens. Hey, you know, tonight is also not just Valentine's tomorrow. It's also Friday the 13th. So I busted out the old Sean 0612 graphic of the Grown Man Record Night Friday the 13th graphic, and that I feel like I said graphic too many times.
You said it a lot.
Yeah, I said it a lot. But that reminded me that, you know, back in the day we were doing some stuff on Mixcloud, and where we were coming in and doing little mix hours of things, and we actually have a Friday the 13th mix. So if you go to mixcloud.com/grownmanrecordnight, there's a couple of mixes on there, but one of the ones I know is on there is the Friday the 13th mix, and today's Friday the 13th.
Yep.
So go check it out if you've not done that, especially some of our new people that have recently checked this out. Go check out the mix we uploaded. It's good stuff, and you can put it on for your party. Play it for your mom. She'll enjoy it.
You know, I'd always heard that 13 is actually a lucky number, but it was a pagan lucky number. And
Yeah.
the Christians kind of drove it to be a bad number.
Yeah.
Bad things. But it's actually a lucky number.
You know, if man is 5 and the devil is 6, then I guess that makes me 7.
Right.
Anyhow, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about anymore. Things.
Jay said something about honkies.
Yeah, that's
I'm too old. I'm too old to understand.
That's inappropriate. It's Bloodhound Gang.
Okay.
Bloodhound Gang.
So we're gonna leave the show leaning like we are. We're leaning.
Oh, we're leaning. We're leaning the whole damn show. I've been feeling a little off kilter this whole week, so we're just off kiltering it all day long. This is what we're doing. Free music archive. Underneath this, I'm playing our old krautrock stuff that we played a couple weeks ago. I didn't download anything new this week. Just go there if you want to learn about your life. Just go there and look up some shit and tell them. I mean, it's gonna be good for you. You're going to know when something's good for you because it's going to feel right. You're going to find music that you've never heard of or listened to before, and you're going to be able to download it for free, and it's going to make you feel good about it. And you're going to go tell somebody else about it. And
tell your dad about it.
Tell your dad.
He might put you to work.
Your dad could put you to work.
On the wood pile, which is the last thing you want right now.
I've been on the wood pile.
Yeah, you have.
New.
You've been on the Gomer pile.
You know, you know what's in Olivia Newton-John? Gomer's pile. That's a Beavis and Butthead number. Good call.
You can't pass Jay. You can't get him past Jay.
No, you can't get him past Jay.
You can get him past me all day. Like, this guy's so original.
Jay is the Patrick Waugh.
That thing you
of
say,
Grown
that
Man
thing you
Records.
do about spaghetti. That's so original, funny.
Yeah. I looked last week when I said more about that lately. Somebody immediately said Trag Stroff, liver lobes. Said Trag Stroff. I mean, that's incredible. He knew what the hell I was talking about. I don't know nothing. Look at Sean jumping in here too, man. What's up, brother, man? I see you. I be seeing you, Sean. You on here? Yeah, man. I was gonna see where I was when the rundown. Steve. Damn it. I keep hitting. I'm alt tabbing in all the wrong places. So we did the free music archive. And we're gonna talk about some other stuff. So it's time to get into what we played. There ain't no time to bullshit around.
I think that was better said as there's no time like the present.
There's no time like the President's Day, Monday. Subway.
Oh, that's right. I'm off on Monday. Are you off?
Yeah, I'm not off. I get holiday pay.
Dude, just put all that gold in a stack that you're getting and just have a pile of gold.
I'm making so much money and I can't do anything with it.
That's good. That's good.
Whatever.
I know you're hating it, but it's good.
Any day above the on the right side of the grass is alright by me. That's the words I live by. Any day on the right side of the grass is okay by me. So we're going to talk about some shit that we played this evening, and I tried to mix it up because, Valentine's Day, I've tried to play some love songs, but no love songs where you're like, okay, thanks for playing that, I'm going to go play Atari now. No, like some cool love song, and also
Yeah,
stuff
there's
that-
plenty of cool love songs on there.
Sure, there's no reason to play Sam Smith or whatever was on the Grammys. What about Kanye and fucking Beck?
That was ridiculous.
I think he's doing. It's an act. It's all just an act, man. But Beck winning Album of the Year.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
man.
funny. You know, last week I thought about it. Out of the blue, you bought the Odelay singles,
New Pollution
single.
Yeah.
And
Then Beck
and
wins
just
Album
like
of the Year.
2 days later, he wins Album of the Year.
There was something else happened last week. There was like the same day, and I'm like, oh, we missed that one. It's like somebody's
It's all right.
birthday or anniversary. We've got a cool one coming up. Everybody stay tuned. We got a cool anniversary. It's one of the best anniversaries. It's the numero uno anniversary coming up. Stay tuned.
That's Jesus' birthday.
Jesus' birthday. That's December.
That's number one.
No, it's not. It's like April. You guys.
Hey, how about a little Jerry Lee Lewis Original Golden Hits Volume 3? Hey, I wonder what label this is on. How about that? What label's that?
Oh, you got a Sun record,
Little
dude.
Sun record, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Nice.
Picked this up for $1. The cover is in terrible shape, but
Label it, no.
yeah, oh yeah. Let me see that, Jay. I don't know. I played this because I played side 1, 1 Minute Past Eternity. Let's Talk About Us, Your Loving Ways, and I Can't Trust Me in Your Arms Anymore, plus Loving Up a Storm. All great love songs. On one side, every damn song was kind of love related and in a Jerry Lee Lewis kind of get her done kind of style. And it was damn terrific. A great record to start the program on.
I'm sorry I missed that.
If I do say so my damn self, that's a good record to just start it off.
Yeah.
And then I busted out a little Johnny Taylor, tailored in silk, and 73 on. Hey, I wonder what this is on. What?
Stax record.
Stax Records. And I played part on side 1. I played 2 tracks, Talk to Me, and the song that was before that. It's one of Carl the Envelope Richardson's favorite songs, and it's the best relationship advice I can give to an older gentleman. It's cheaper to keep her. And Carl loves that song. I can't ever listen to this song without thinking about Carl the Envelope. And Carl will tell you in a heartbeat.
You start canteen swirling everything.
It's cheaper to keep her, man. Totally cheaper to keep her. I felt like I was getting a little too wussy at that point, and I decided to just bust this out for Friday the 13th. Between the Buried Me, the Parallax 2, the Future Sequence.
I bought that for my son.
Jesus. What a fantastic... You bought this for your son? What a fantastic album.
I think there's another Parallax, and I got that one too.
I'm really picky with my heavy shit nowadays. And this shit is the most technical.
Who's the drummer?
Prog. These guys are from around here.
He's from around here. And I think Steven
All the-
knows the drummer.
All these guys are from this area.
Yeah.
Bill,
Bill Laswell. No.
Another Bill.
It's a good band.
Incredible band. Like I said, I'm picky with heavy stuff, and I can listen to that all day long, even when they're hollering and screaming, which I don't necessarily. Yeah, it's got pull that out, Jay.
Hey,
Pull it out, Jay. Show this vinyl off. Let's take everybody.
It's sky blue.
Let's
I'm
everybody-
sorry.
Let's everybody take a look at that vinyl.
Y'all call it Carolina Blue. I get it. I know.
Dean Smith.
Oh, that's right. Dino. Oh, Dino died.
Jerry Tarkanian is.
Dean Smith and Jerry Tarkanian died. I had to work 11 hours on Sunday because
Did
Dean
you get
Smith
reaction
died.
for Jerry Tarkanian?
No. Dino Smithio. I was upset about it.
I'll drink to that.
You gonna drink to something? I'll drink to something.
You know, I've never been a North Carolina fan, but I do respect Dean as a good guy.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, but
He could have ran for senator and probably won easily,
Yeah.
hands down.
very reserved guy.
Very
liberal.
Dean Smith is like Vince Dooley in Georgia, basically.
Very liberal guy.
Heavy smoke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Heavy smoker? Dean Smith? Smoked a lot of cigarettes? Yeah? What
That's
was
not.
his brand?
That's not what got him, though.
You know his brand, yeah? What kind of cigarettes he smoked?
Lucky Strike.
Alzheimer's lights.
Oh.
Say it in the mic, Jay, because I can't say it.
Don't even say that.
Jay can say it. I can't say it. Alzheimer's lights.
Four Corners.
Oh, I got dirt on my pickle.
Dirty Pickle.
Hand dog also.
That'd be a good name for a band. Dirty
Did he have
Pickle.
demen- Did he have dementia?
Yeah.
You know what-
He had
Yeah.
a rare neurological.
Yeah, he suffered from
Yeah,
Alzheimer's.
sorry about
It was a rare neurological condition. It wasn't straight up Alzheimer's. I don't know.
Sorry about it. He was also old.
Whatever.
That doesn't
Fuck it, man. Was he Jesus? Fuck it.
He outlived Nipsey Russell. Though.
What was he, Jesus? Fuck it.
He ain't none of my kin. I'm just hey, shit, Jay. I'll be honest. I'm just being nice. He ain't none of my kin. Fuck it.
We should play that Charles Corrald album in honor of
Oh,
Dean
yeah.
Smith. In honor of Dean Smith.
It's still sealed though. Cause Sean.
You still haven't opened it?
Is that smoking one?
Yeah, that's one I've really kept. I open and play everything.
Probably
But
Andy Griffith.
Sean sent me that sealed Charles Carrault. North Carolina's my home. I've kept it sealed.
I've seen it. I've seen that in a few thrift stores.
It's not cheap. In a couple places I've seen it, it's actually been worth a little chunk of change. And that's something I'd like to put in a frame maybe and just hang up sealed like that. Because I've told this story before. The Charles Carrault story.
Oh, about the grave?
Yeah, the grave.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah, I'm
move,
not
let's
gonna
just
do
move on.
Where I,
Go back to episode 73 if you want to see that.
yeah, just look up what I did to Charles
What
Carrault.
number? Don't do that.
Thelonious Monk.
I love Thelonious Monk.
This is the
That's
unique
a
Thelonious
badass.
Monk.
That's a badass dude right there.
Very personal treatments of great standards. Riverside High Fidelity. This is a Riverside reissue. The girlfriend picked me up. And this is something that I noticed Metal Theologian commented on one of our videos where I played this. And where I guess he saw this part where we were like talking about it and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh man, one night you got to play that again because I missed that. And so that's why I brought this out tonight. Plus it has some tracks. T for Two, You Are Too Beautiful, and Just You, Just Me.
Okay, so you're trying to work in some
Valentine's kind of stuff still being straight up legit because that's, you know.
I might have to play some one-offs after the show.
Sure.
I got some Valentine's
But that was good
there.
stuff, and it was the whole side was kind of romantic, but not hit you over the head romantic. You know what I mean? Which is where I'm at.
So you're
with
saying
it.
it's not Air Supply?
It's not, yeah. And then Brohammer showed up and was like, "Hey man, I'm hit me with some psychedelic," and I'm like, "All right." And I walked up there and picked up the Blues Project.
So what do you want?
Projections.
What do you want better? We'll put you some psychedelic, and Coach K as a young man, Neil Diamond,
Yeah.
and Brian Johnson from AC/DC.
And even better is
Sure.
my Valentine to You is song 2, Steve's song.
Steve's song. Show him the cover though. You got Coach K on the right, Mike Krzyzewski. You got Neil Diamond right behind him, and on the far other side you got Brian Johnson. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's who
It's
that.
gotta be.
That was the lineup of that group.
Yeah. And I think Slash played accordion on 4 of the tracks that never ever made it to the record.
And Nipsey Russell was the light show.
Nipsey Russell,
The light show.
he was a light man. He was
You know,
a
back
good
then you'd have a guy in the band who just did the light show, would drop shit on the, and get those
that
effects.
documentary about the guy that did.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get it. What is this now? What is this now?
Well,
Hold up.
I wanted to play something in honor
Hold up.
of North Carolina-born George Clinton out of
Oh.
Salisbury. George
Yeah.
Clinton
I
brought
got
his
some Clinton.
brought his Parliament Funkadelic show to Ziggy's last night. I
Yeah.
didn't go. I wanted to go. I knew I had a big day ahead of me. This is Freaky Styley. I think it's from 1988. No,
it's
85.
Early. It's earlier than
Or
that,
84,
yeah.
84, 85. This is their second album, and it's produced by George Clinton.
And that's the one I showed you earlier.
Oh, yeah. From
If you're roughly my age and you grew up skateboarding, you probably watched the movie Thrashing, and that's where I know that one song.
who was in that? Brendan Fraser? No, not Brendan.
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
I didn't know it at the time, but there's when they
Here
go
they are, the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
they go to a party and the Red Hot Chili Peppers are playing. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Ooh, 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 ah, ah. Yeah, that song, whatever that is. And it's in that movie that I've seen a bazillion times.
Yeah.
I download it from YouTube. I put it on my phone. I go to my I go to my job site, and then sometimes I go in a restaurant room, and I'll put headphones on, and I'll watch an old skateboard movie from the '80s, and I'll just sit there and go.
Might be Battleship. Is that the name of it? Battleship.
And just watch my movie in the restaurant room while I put my pants down my ankles, but I don't make no brown come out. I just sit there and I watch a movie. I watch a movie in the restaurant room, and then I don't have to make any
Brown.
reservations because
Do you ever take
Anthony Bourdain, no reservations.
Hey, do you ever take a Brando? I'm
Power
a
nap?
big fan of a Brando.
What's a Brando?
A Brando is when you well, I learned this from Peter Bogdanovich, who told a story of him meeting up with Marlon Brando one
He's
day.
kind of rapey though.
Marlon Brando.
Peter Bogdanovich is
Marlon
rapey.
Brando directed, said him, "Hey, come on back here, and he was in his apartment or whatever, and Brando happened to
Like
be
Jerry?
sitting on the toilet, and this is like that Tim and Eric thing about taking a pee.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like he's sitting on the toilet and he's like, "Oh, you taking a shit?" He says, "No, I'm just peeing. I like to sit when I pee." So that story, my takeaway is I like to call it a Brando, where you just sit down to
Oh
pee.
yeah.
So I don't know why we're talking about this.
But Peter's kind of rapey.
You think Bogdanovich is rapey?
I mean, I talked to the girl.
Well, we know somebody who he was very smitten with, and he tried to get her to have breakfast with her, but
Let me tell you what. I shouldn't.
That doesn't make him rapey.
I shouldn't tell you what.
That doesn't make him rapey.
It doesn't make him rapey, and I will tell you what, and I won't tell you what because of.
You can't tell her what. Move on, buckaroo.
Woo! Because if she ever, you know what this is, Steve?
2 fingers.
No, it's the letter V. Best of Buck Owens, Volume 2, and it's Buckaroos. Picked this up for $1. The cover's all shot up, but I played side.
I got a tiger by the tail.
Yeah, but I didn't play that side.
Yeah,
I played side
that's
2.
fine. That's fine.
Because
I love his style. He's
open up your heart, Buckaroo. Think of me. Only you can break my heart, and I don't care. Some good Valentine stuff.
He was really such an inspiration for the whole, honky tonk scene.
So good, man.
And modern day artists owe him, like what's the fellow with the hat and it was in Sling Blade. No,
Dwight Yoakam.
Dwight Yoakam
Yeah.
owes his career. And
A lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people. I mean, all the way down. If you want to get funky with it, Jack White. I mean,
I don't really want to get funky with it right now.
we can get crazy with the cheese whiz.
We can get funky with this though.
What's that about?
Next we played a little single, and we were at the
Tell me
point.
about it on
We're
that.
at the point where we're trying to, get our groove on here, and because it's Valentine's. Valentine's. I wanted to put some G-Love.
It's St. Augustine's Day.
G-Love and special sauce. And I also wanted to play, this is the Baby's Got Sauce single, but on the other side is Cold Beverage, and I play it in honor of, so to speak. I just love the song Cold Beverage. And I like this album because it looks like an old 78. They make it look like an old, it's okay Records.
Yeah.
But it looks like an old 78. It's got
Sure
that
does.
feel to it.
So it's
and
like a
then
10
before you know it, it's over, and we're sitting there in the black, as we would say in TV.
Okay. You work with Steve Harvey and
Hey,
use
hey.
terms like that?
No.
This is 2015. You can't use terms like that. Oh, check this out. Speaking of Friday the 13th, what's this doing up here? Speaking of Friday the 13th, the next thing we played, let's hold this guy up. Black Sabbath's first album. Now, I don't have the Vertigo Swirl, so nobody give me the business.
I need to check to see if that dude in that one town I was in has the Vertigo Swirl.
But
he's got a few copies of this album.
Really?
Yes.
Now this is I think the first pressing U.S.
In fact,
Warner Brothers on the green label.
I believe that town is a good place Metal Theologian might want to visit. There's a lot of metal up there. A town I'll tell you about.
Off the air.
it's a good trip.
But check this out.
It's within our DMA. I'll say
Black Sabbath's first album, which we just held up, was released on Friday the 13th in 1970,
that. Hell yeah.
February 13th.
Nice.
This day in 1970.
Oh, not Friday the 13th, but February 13th.
Friday, February.
Both.
Friday, February 13th.
Friday, February 13th.
Man.
So this is not only the 45th anniversary of that album being released, but it also occurs on a Friday the 13th again.
That's awesome.
It's totally awesome.
It's like Halley's Comet.
Yes.
I read today.
Halley's Comet cometh.
I read today somebody said heavy metal turned 45.
Yeah.
Is that what they said?
Heavy metal totally
I could totally see that.
Heavy metal totally turned 45 today.
Was what? Why did Jethro Tull put out an album at this point?
Okay.
Never forget. That just reminds you how stupid the people with the Grammys are. Truly are.
Chick Corea like mopped up in the jazz club.
Yeah.
Chick Corea did win this year.
Good for him.
Mazel tov, man. That's totally awesome. All I almost came out my nose.
I like your Cubs hat.
I think this Cubs. I'm getting ready for spring training.
Yeah, everybody's getting excited about baseball right now. Is that once football finally lays to rest, you're like, okay, it's time to start thinking something's going to happen this year.
Our good buddy Scott Cross, who joins us on the social stream. You guys may remember Scott Cross. He lives up in Montreal on the live chat here. He hooked me up with this Cubs hat. It's a promotion that came from Wrigley Field. It's a Pepsi.
So you could wear it the other way, because the Pepsi colors are totally red, white, and blue, just like the Cubs.
On the back,
you can wear it the other way, and you think it's just a Pepsi hat.
Yeah, see, that's Pepsi.
Look at you, Mr. Pepsi.
But
I don't like Pepsi.
I like Pepsi. Got more
I'm a
caffeine
Coke
than
man.
Coke. No, Coke.
Coke.
Yeah, no caffeine.
I go to his house. He's got Pepsi.
Diet Coke has so much more caffeine than regular Coke.
That's probably why I'm addicted to it.
Yeah, Diet Coke is better than Coke.
For caffeine.
Pepsi is way better than Diet Pepsi.
Really? It's got a lot of caffeine in the Pepsi? It's got more than Diet Coke? Who's the leader?
Right together.
Okay.
Pepsi and Diet Coke, caffeine-wise,
we should be talking about this
equal.
in so to speak, not what we played.
But since this beer is probably going to come out my nose when I sneeze, mist. It burns in the back of my throat. Oh, I'm getting the flu right on the air. You guys are watching me get the flu.
We're almost through with what we played.
No, but I was going to also say, Theologian mentioned warning.
About Sabbath?
Yeah, warning. He says it's the, that's actually a cover.
Now, with those songs, I never knew what titles were, but it's the one, I was born without you, baby, but my feelings were a little bit too strong.
The Ainsley Dunbar Retaliation cover. That's what it says. So look that up.
So I want to look that up.
Yeah, I don't know shit about that. Ainsley Dunbar.
Ainsley Dunbar.
Ainsley?
Ainsley?
Ainsley.
Ainsley?
Ainsley.
Ainsley?
They do.
Ainsley Dunbar, they do taxes, yes.
They do taxes?
Yeah.
They dancing out on the street corner? Come in here to Ainsley Dunbar and get your taxes done. And we'll upload it right to your MySpace.
But I would definitely want to look that up.
Look it up, bro. He says that there's only like 145 or some shit, so check it out.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about that.
Seems like I've heard that name Ainsley Dunbar before, though.
It's a law firm. It's because you've been sued by a woman.
Class action suit.
You've been sued by a woman.
Is that a Georgia pin? No. Looks like, from a certain angle, it looks like
you
Georgia.
held it up and it was an upside down.
Looks like Georgia. It's American.
An upside down American flag. Communist.
Means you gotta kiss it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Muslim. Do it.
We got to burn it, touch the ground.
Do it.
All right.
Steve Fever, Muslim.
What was this? What was this we played? That people.
Best of Otis Redding, and I played.
It's warped, but you know what? It sounds fantastic. It's freaking Otis Redding.
Yeah.
One of the greatest soul singers that ever lived.
This is a great.
And didn't live long enough.
Now, what side did I play?
When he finally made it, was when he died.
I played this side that I heard this on college radio today. It's an I Can't Get No Satisfaction live cover.
Yeah.
But it also has Cigarettes and Coffee and These Arms of Mine. And if you're going to go Valentine song, if you want to get a lady to just be a lady, play These Arms of Mine. That's the Mikey Bananas guarantee of 2015.
I mean, what is it about Macon, Georgia, where they spit out Otis Redding, James Brown, Little Richard?
Well, that's what he said.
Well, Allman Brothers, of course, but when I'm talking the real root of the soul.
It was funny. I actually
There's something
heard
in the
this.
water, and I've spent time in Macon, and it's a great town. There's a lot of great musicians that just kind of gel there.
What's funny is I heard this conundrum happen on the air. The guy played a track. This is a college radio station around here, folks. The guy played a James Brown song, jamming, funky, up in your business kind of song. And then he played the Otis Redding My Generation cover live. And then he kind of came back on the air and he was like, hey, guys, I've kind of painted myself in the corner here because I've played James Brown and Otis Redding back to back, and I really don't know what to play to come after this because this is that's too much. And I was like,
where do you go from here?
I immediately was like, yep. And he was like, I don't know where to go from this. And then he played like a modern garage rock band. That was kind of it was great, but it was a little bit outside of but I felt his pain for a second because I was like, yeah, where do you go? James Brown, Otis Redding, and now what? Now what are you gonna do? And it was funny because the kid was kind of unsure of himself and kind of stammery in college radio. Be kind of like the Simpsons guy that works at the fast food restaurant. I'm gonna have to get the manager. What is this about?
All right, and we've finished this setup with the Beatles' Love Songs album in honor of Valentine's.
Yeah.
Of course, I love the inside cover, and I think this came with a poster as well. This is from '77. It's a compilation, of course. I just noticed now I left some Scotch tape on the cover, and I should probably remove that without trying to tear the paper.
Scotch, like Boards of Canada. Do we want to hear one of their records?
I better not touch it because I just tore the paper on this thing.
Don't tear it.
I'm going to hear it from the VC. But yeah, it's got a great picture on the inside.
Yeah, very
of the
cool.
band. I think I have this poster. This was the poster that came with this record, I believe.
Did that poster have anything to do with any type of masturbation scenario?
And you know, the funny thing about the Beatles, I'll say, I want to recommend I saw two documentaries that are Beatles related this week. And I must recommend them both in their own right. The first one I saw is called... All right, mister. Would you like to shake your beer before I drink? The first one I saw is called Good Old Frida. You ever heard of Good Old Frida?
The Beatles documentary where she ran the house?
This woman worked for the Beatles. Brian Epstein hired her in 1961 before they hit it, and she stayed after they broke up for another probably near a year. Her name's Frida Kelly. So this is the Beatles story told through the eyes of Frida Kelly. And she's got incredible stuff in her attic that is just like, it's priceless.
I saw this documentary but didn't watch it.
Yeah, it's a wonderful documentary. The funny thing is, I took away from it was she refers to Ringo as Richie. It's Richard Starkey, of course. Richard Starkey, but she calls him Richie. But just she really was, and she was the president. She was the president of the Beatles fan club. So it was her job to deal with the mail, basically, and she did a wonderful job of that, and just was really good friends with the band. So
I thought did she not run a boarding house or something they stayed in?
No. The other one I want to recommend is a documentary called Going Underground: McCartney, the Beatles, and the UK Counterculture. Yeah. And I can't recommend it enough. This is a great documentary about the London Underground, and I walked away from this movie with a much greater appreciation of Paul McCartney.
Really?
Because I always saw Paul as the hit maker. He's Paul. Hey,
Yeah.
it's Paul. Okay.
Poppy Paul.
Poppy Paul. Boogaloo.
I just came up with that.
There you
Trademark
go.
2015. Mikey Bass, Girl Maker.
But he was the first one that really got into the underground scene and was really
True.
into listening to John Cage and the Beat Poets and took a lot of stuff away that the Beatles actually, turned into, Sgt. Pepper's and Revolver and it was just, he had a lot to do with the success of their next step. As John left the town to go live with his wife and his child, Paul spent time in London and honed his craft with what was going on in the day, which was the underground scene.
Sure.
And the Pink Floyd and then the Soft Machine.
Oh, the Pink Floyd.
It's a really good movie. The trouble for me was I had to watch it on, there's something called Big Star Movies is where I finally found it, and I watched it through Chromecast. It was kind of choppy, and with Big Star, ads just pop up in the middle of people's sentences and stuff. And other than that, it's just a fantastic movie. If you can find it otherwise in some other venue, good luck. I tried many, but couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I highly recommend.
We got cameraman's joining us. Remote contribution.
Really?
Just Mazel Tov.
Okay.
That just means I should probably take another shot. You want to know? You should. You're putting your hand over it.
I don't think you should mix liquors like that.
Okay. You don't
I'm
mix
good.
liquors.
I'm good. I got a wonderful IPA that you gave me.
Yeah. That's a good IPA. Tell a little something about that.
I don't know. You'd know about it. Lagunitas. I stole it from you.
Lagunitas is California, one of the best
Got a
microbrews in
real
the
kind
country.
of grapefruit kind of thing going on.
Yeah, it's really great.
Grapefruit.
Great fruit. Mazel Tov. Tastes like the bottom of God's shoe. Did I just make that up?
Maybe.
Trademark. Mikey Bananas 2015.
Quit trademarking stuff.
Pop off vodka tastes like the bottom of God's shoe. That's philosophical, Steve.
I know.
Bottom of God's shoe? I mean, come on now. Give me a little credit.
I mean,
I don't have much. Shit.
it's easy to think about the bottom of God's shoe, but what about the top of God's shoe?
That tastes like one of them Neapolitan ice cream sandwiches.
Okay.
You gotta pay extra for those.
Okay.
Napoleon.
That was what we played.
That's what we played, but none of the really dig of the week. I didn't buy anything dig of the week in there.
You didn't? We didn't play any digs right
But I should have thrown this up. There were certain things that really.
Don't throw it up.
No, I'm not. Things I really thought about this week. That Otis Redding,
You thought
the
about
Johnny
it.
Taylor.
You thought about
Because
it.
dig of the week doesn't necessarily mean shit you bought this week. It's just what fits this week.
Okay, if you want to say
So-
that, go ahead and say that.
Yeah, I mean that's what we've done before. I mean it's not supposed to mean every week you've got to go out and buy $30 worth of fucking records.
Sometimes you just can't get out.
Right. But it's supposed to mean things that Black Sabbath, that Otis Redding, that Johnny Taylor, all that shit is dig of the week. But you've actually got some shit that you actually picked up this week now.
I picked up a few things.
Okay.
Just I hit a couple places just like randomly. I need to talk for 44 minutes.
No, we've already done that.
Oh. So what you're saying is we got to get this in plus the chips
That was
and the
a-
soda
that was a
within
big
the
wrap.
next 15 minutes. You
Big wrap.
gave me one of these, right?
Big rap.
You gave me one of these.
That was Austin.
All right.
Oh,
Oh,
you got some good shit. No.
No.
Oh,
So
we got
I did this one place,
We got time, baby.
a place that I'll tell you about a little later.
Yeah.
But for $1, it actually didn't cost me anything because the guy kind of settled on 2 records for one price, and it was the price of the one
That's
record.
cool. That's like record show kind of deal.
It's a George Duke record that I
Yeah.
don't have and I haven't seen before.
Oh, I love George.
And
Strait.
I would say show it to the crowd, but it's about to fall out of the sleeve. Just hold it if you would. This is called George Duke Feel.
Bottom.
It's actually a BASF record.
That's German, right?
The tape company.
Yeah. That's a German company, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
I think we
Dave
stole.
Dave Pike set is a BASF.
I think the Americans stole all the shit from BASF after World War II.
No, but that Dave Pike set, the BASF.
Okay, it's MPS Stereo is what the company was, but it's a BASF company. And actually, the one I was really pulling was this one, which is REM's Green album.
Oh, come on, Steve.
From 1988. Now, I'll tell you, I went to school from 82 to 86 in Athens, but I happened to return in about 1988.
Yeah?
And yeah, things didn't go so well. It was kind of I went there to form a band with a friend, and he actually got married on about the day I got there. So it never worked out, and things just went south from there. But I did get a chance to go see the band. I was connected in some weird ways with
Things went south, band name.
Got a chance to see REM at the Charlotte Coliseum.
Going south.
And I meant to bring my guitar case because I've got an all-area pass. It's a green tour. The green tour, all-area pass.
So you were going to be able to get into crazy shit.
I had barbecue for the band from Weaver D's, their favorite barbecue. Automatic for the people.
Not
That's what's on the sign, Automatic for the people.
Really?
That's where they got the title for the album. And it's a good barbecue joint
But not
in
Maurice's
Athens.
because they're racist.
Not Maurice's at all. That's yellow. Anyway,
Okay.
but went to see the band. Never made it to the show. Didn't make it. It just so happens that all of the people parking the cars at the Charlotte Coliseum were undercover cops.
Okay.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
And then you went from. No way.
So I didn't see the Green Tour show.
There's a gap there, man. We've got this.
But I love this album. This album is very, very important for me.
We've got this temporal gap there.
No gap.
There's no gap?
There's no gap.
You arrive in the parking lot.
It's a low gap. It's a low gap.
That was the song that they did with the chick from BB2.
No, that's another album. This has got Get Up, Stand, which got overplayed. No. Get Up, Stand, and the other one, Orange Crush, is on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, got my orange crush. Yeah, so great album though. It's got a slight dark feel to it.
But I like that album. That's a good album.
It's a good album.
Yeah.
And then today, on my way out, basically, I wanted to stop by my favorite Underdog Records, where Jonathan reigns supreme.
Great guy, great store.
I didn't really see anything new that I wanted, but there were a couple things that I've seen there before. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick these up. And the one I told him, I was like, dude, I'm gonna buy this because I'm tired of seeing it in your store. And you have this record, but you have an older copy. This is a reissue, but it was only $7. This is Les McCann's "Talk to the People."
Dude.
Yeah, it's got that "What's Going On" version on there.
No,
but you know what's got on there? It's got "Talk to the People," which is what I used. If Grown Man Record Night fans could remember,
fuck that.
I did a little video.
What else you got on there?
I did a little Mitchum video.
Yeah.
And I used "Talk to the People" as my little theme.
But seriously,
it's got North Carolina.
That's what the fuck it's got on there.
Okay.
North Carolina.
Okay.
One of the funkiest jams you've ever heard in your life from Les McCann, and it just so happens it's called North Carolina.
How about that?
Album version is this.
This album came out in 1972.
I've got
on Atlantic Records.
74 Atlantic live at Montreux. That's epic.
Yeah.
If you've never heard North Carolina by Les McCann, look it up on YouTube. It will functify your damn mind. It's one of the best funk songs I've ever heard in my life.
Really?
Yeah, and on the live track,
I need to go back and listen to it.
Les McCann says, "Yeah, this song's about a place called North Carolina. They're funky, but they're a little bit. They're country. They're country, but they're a little bit funky." And then he starts playing.
That sums it up.
I'm like, "Yep, we're country and we're funky, and that is North Carolina to a T."
Last but not least, I got one more. I got to that tonight. I have this album, I think, but this is a much better copy. Yeah. This is Bark from Jefferson Airplane. You'll see the JA logo on the back. You can go ahead and show them the cover, but I want to show them.
Oh yeah, show that shit.
Yeah, here's the cover of Bark, and on the inside there's an actual little piece of paper that says, "What can you do with the bag?" and it has all these really cool things you can do with your. It came with this grocery bag, and this thing's in really good shape, except it's really gentle. Whoa!
Oh,
It's really
easy. Easy,
Did
Steve.
I lose it? No, I didn't lose it. I'm still
I don't
mic.
think your insurance covers this.
Anyway,
Take it
it came
easy.
with this cool grocery bag. It's like a full-size grocery bag. And on the back, some really good artwork of the band. And that's looking pretty sharp as well. Jack, Paul, Joey, Grace, Jorma.
That's really dude, the paper bag shit. It's so cool, man.
Yeah. And it's a VG Plus. It's a VG Plus copy. And when Jonathan says it's VG Plus,
That means
it's probably VG Plus.
it's at least a VG Plus, if not fucking.
And
mint.
Nancy signed her name to all this shit. So thanks, Nancy.
Nancy Sinatra.
No, I don't know who's
These boots are made for walking.
Nancy.
And my name's Steve too.
So I can't wait to hear
These
this.
boots are made for walking, and I'll Steve all over you. Steve,
Bah,
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 Steve.
bah. Okay, so that's my dig of the week.
All right, that's it. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break and come back with a So to Speak and Chip Chat. We got some great breaks. We got great breaks. All the
GBs.
breaks.
We got GBs.
We got all the great breaks. So everybody stand by and come back with a So to Speak and Chip Chat here on Grown Man Record Night. You bunch of mugs.
It's Friday, but it's no ordinary Friday, because an old friend is back for a visit. Friday the 13th, Part 8. Just when you thought it was safe to use the phone again, Jason takes Manhattan.
Valentine gifts, all of them, are at Genevieve's. But that's not all. This circular offers over 100 Valentine gifts and other products you use every day, all on sale. Genevieve's film, electric razors, watches, colognes, fragrances, cosmetics, vitamins, health and beauty aids, all of them at spectacular savings. So come to Genevieve's, save big dollars. Genevieve's, a real drugstore and your Valentine store.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life, nothing gets to you. Staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life, fresh goes better. Mentos fresh and fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
I didn't use my antiperspirant yesterday, and I may not today because I feel really dry, even though I perspire heavily. The reason, Mitchum, a spray powerful enough for problem perspiration. With Mitchum, I can even skip a day and remain dry. You can feel the power of its exclusive spray, yet Mitchum is buffered to be mild. Mitchum, in scented or unscented spray, and in cream, liquid, or stick. Mitchum, for problem perspiration.
Okay, we're back
nice,
here, folks.
Nice Mitchum ad. I've never
That
seen a
Mitchum ad. My man from the Vinyl Show
Got a
hooked
hook.
us up with that shit.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a great spot from the 70s, baby. From the 70s, baby! Let's talk about a little, I'm parched from doing all my internet talking.
Parchin.
I'm a parchment paper. So you brought something, Steve.
I didn't bring nothing.
You brought something on it.
Oh, the soda? Are we doing
Yeah.
so to speak?
Yeah, let's talk about
Well,
it.
you know, it's a mainstream, whatever.
Yeah,
But I don't think
that's
I don't
not-
think we've done it.
It's not,
We've done a Sprite cranberry.
so to speak, it's not a boutique segment. It's just a segment.
Okay.
So sometimes it'll be boutique and sometimes it'll
So-
be mainstream.
So let's try Sprite Zero.
Sprite
Let's-
Zero.
Let's talk about Sprite Zero.
What's that mean? What kind of sweet?
Well, Dude,
It's a 0, so what kind of sweetener?
I'm not wearing my glasses because I'm trying to look like I don't need them.
Splenda, aspartame, stevia, because that's your name?
Aspartame is in here.
Aspartame.
Yeah, aspartame and sulfame potassium.
Okay. So this is a Sprite 0. Sprite, which doesn't have much caffeine.
So it's not supposed to taste like Diet Sprite. It's supposed to taste like Sprite.
Right. Neither of which have caffeine in it, so
No.
it's not a consideration.
It's not one I always pull because I need the caffeine.
It's not a consideration. It's a matter of sugar.
It's a good one.
It's a matter of carbs. It's not a matter of caffeine.
If you're going to let your kids drink soda, let them drink Sprite Zero.
There you go. That's the key. Except it's got the citric acid. It'll eat the acid. It'll
Off
eat
their
the
teeth.
Off
The
your
enamel
teeth.
off their
The
teeth.
enamel off your teeth.
The YAML off their teeth.
It eats the enamel.
It
off
eats your
teeth.
YAML.
It eats YAML. You want to deal with YAML problems? You don't want to deal with YAML problems. It tastes like Sprite to me.
It does taste like Sprite. It's got that aspartame aftertaste that hits you like about 45 seconds
Oh,
later.
man. To me, I immediately was like, oh, pickle. It tastes like Sprite.
Yeah, it does.
Buy this. Don't buy the shit with the damn corn syrup in it. If you're going to buy Sprite, buy the damn 0.
Buy the Zero.
Wait for it
What
to
do you
be
think
on
about Coke?
sale.
What do you think
and
about
then-
Coke Zero? Have you tried that?
I like it, but it doesn't have the caffeine of Diet Coke.
No, it don't.
I prefer Diet Coke to
I
pretty
like
much
the
any
I
soda.
like the bite of Diet Coke.
Yeah,
It's got a bite.
yeah. Much like
Don't
this.
mean to get off this. Though.
This has a bite though.
I like the blue label. I like
That's
the-
good.
It's good.
It's a good, clean,
A lime, it's
crisp
a good
soda.
lime. A good lemon.
Don't drink it all the damn time. But it's
Whatever happened to 7-Up?
never had it. Never will.
Jay says Jevin,
The 7-Up
Jay
years?
says the 7-Up Years campaign killed him.
With the black gentleman. What was his name? No,
Andy
not Eddie
Griffith? Oh,
No.
Eddie Griffith.
No, it wasn't him. It was a different
Eddie
guy.
Kendricks.
No,
Electric Avenue?
no. I'm pretty sure.
We don't have to take it.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, yeah, he did. He probably should have kept his clothes on.
I'm pretty sure it was Miles. It was Miles Davis. Everybody be quiet. It was Miles Davis. So we're gonna go to a chip chat.
Okay.
This is a chip chat.
It's the
that,
first ever chip chat, a DOB.
Let me tell you something, folks.
A DOBS. Dobbs.
This has happened a couple of times in the
Okay.
history of chip chat. I got into a situation where it was during the week. I've been working hard, and I come home, and I've got enough resources to make myself a sandwich, and then I don't have anything.
Yeah, you sound like you live in the desert or maybe deep in the mountains somewhere.
I don't have anything to go in my sandwich.
There's a food lion. There's a food lion right up the road, you know.
But I'm it's like New York 30, and I don't have any resources to. I've got a sandwich, and I'm like, oh, dude, I gotta have something with my sandwich. So I come in here to the Groman Record Night studio, and I pilfered. I admit that I pilfered, and I picked up one of the open bag, what is now an open bag special.
Is that Rob Pilfer? From
I'm
Judas
sorry,
Judas
I did
Priest?
it. I did it. I'm sorry for it. But this is a spicy nacho cheese from Kroger.
Kroger.
It's an open bag special because
We don't even have a Kroger around here.
Boss Man brought this.
We used to have Kroger.
And I just had to open it up so I could have some shit to go with a sandwich earlier in the week. And it's a store brand type nacho cheese Doritos type product. These are so good.
They're
They're
good.
lighter, they're crispier, and they're spicier. Try some, Jay.
It's really.
Don't be a damn.
This is really a good store
Don't
brand.
be a son of a bitch, Jay. Try
This is
some.
really a good store brand like Dorito.
So good. It's such a good store brand Dorito. Not only is it lighter, and crispier and a little bit airier than most store brand Doritos.
Spicy.
Spicier. Who has a spicy nacho cheese?
Your mom.
So good. And I found these to open
Tonight. You
tonight.
didn't know it till tonight.
I didn't know it, which tells me my goddamn girlfriend opened these up without me knowing it. And when I see her,
Valentine's.
it's Valentine's Day, and I'm probably going to Valentine's punch her in the fucking face. See? I'll be honest.
No.
I don't care.
Valentine's is where you kind of let that shit go.
I might let it go. Or I might just punch her in the fucking face. Either way, I'm a true American. Let's be clear.
So what are we talking about here? This is some kind of weird chip.
Wegmans.
Wegmans.
These are Wegmans.
Up in New York.
Which means New York. Which means Bossman and Kimmy brought these back from New York. Get poppin'. They're crispy potato snacks in the cheddar flavor.
Have we tried one before? No.
It's those pop chips, those poppin' chips.
Like a rice cake kind of.
Right. So it's a better for you chip.
Is it a potato?
Look, 3 grams of fat per serving. Servings per container, 3. 9 grams of fat for the whole damn bag.
That's pretty good. I will say I don't care much for the cheddar flavor.
No?
I like the chip though. It's like I say, it's like a rice cake kind of, but it's crunchier.
Sort of.
Chippier.
Wouldn't be
potato.
a bad.
It's potato.
Yeah, wouldn't be a bad chip to dog during the week. To go with a sandwich that wouldn't be bad for you necessarily.
Okay. You don't want anything heavy.
Right. Not a bad one. So I appreciate that. What the hell is this shit?
Well,
I don't know where this came from or what the hell it
you
is.
said pull a little bag because we had these 2 OBS.
Yeah, we have 2 OBSs this week, which is weird for us.
That's open bag special.
Yeah.
We're going to go with a Snyder of Berlin. I thought Snyder of Hanover. No, this is Snyder of Berlin. Hot and spicy jalapeno kettle cooked chip. Potato chip. Uh-huh. Let's see what they say about it. Snyder Berlin hot and spicy jalapeno kettle cooked potato chips are a sure way to add some excitement into your snacking. One bite of these chips will ignite your taste buds with a burst of intense jalapeno flavor.
Sounds like propaganda to me, Steve.
These chips pack a lot of punch along with a kettle cooked crunch. All of your senses will come alive.
Snyder, that of Pennsylvania?
I believe so. That's Schneider, the super.
Schneider. Good afternoon, Mrs. Romano. Can I watch your daughter have sex with her father? Because that's what that one girl did that was related to the Beach Boys guy.
Not Beach Boys. Mamas and Papas.
No, Beach Boys. Beach Boys.
You're a Beach Boy.
What's that guy? What's that girl's name?
Mackenzie Phillips?
Yeah.
That's Mamas and Papas. John Phillips. Sousa.
Beach Boys. Beach Boys.
God.
Real jalapeno-y.
I like it.
Light, crispy, crunchy.
It's a good chip. Very kettle.
Very kettle, but
Spicy.
not a break your teeth kind of kettle. That's good, man.
Not too hot. Of course, they never are. I'm still waiting for that chip. It kicks my butt. Like a dynamita.
Those are good.
Good chip. Try the Snyder Berlin.
Snyder Berlin. Where did these come from?
Nazi
You know?
Snyder. Nazi Snyder. I don't know.
You know? Probably from the Bossman.
I don't know. This is small. This is somebody in a convenience store. pick these up. I don't know.
It's hot enough to satisfy that hot, like, oh, I'm hot and I'm drinking beer. But it's like,
You know what I think we're going to do for Soda Speak?
Yeah.
A couple times? Just going to bring back some sodas we've had before. Some that I really like and want to share.
yeah, sure.
They kind of like a best of, yeah.
We still got some stuff to talk about. But that's what we did tonight on Chip Chat and Soda Speak.
Okay.
So I appreciate everybody for staying with us.
How long is our show tonight?
105 right now.
Okay.
That's all right.
Oh.
105 is okay with me, Mikey Bananas.
Do we make all of our hit times, though?
We hit all the click points. And that's what it's all about.
We're doing weather at 13 after the hour.
And yeah,
My hair's going to get really damn cold around here.
we're gonna have some snow.
What do you think about those folks in Boston?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to have some snowfall down here.
You're calling for snow. I respect your word in weather. You
Yeah.
studied meteorology for a little while.
Yeah, I did, and until I discovered alcohol and drugs, and then I decided I would rather do that instead of meteorology. But that's okay. I figured out that on Monday night and Tuesday, there's going to be snow around here, and we're going to get a lot of snow.
How much precipitation? How much? You're talking
I don't think it's gonna be-
accumulation?
It's not going to be crazy, but it's going to be some snow for us. It's going to be some decent snow for sure. Enough to where I'm going to work a whole lot of hours in one day, probably.
Okay.
And that's,
Well, that can happen at a drop of a hat anyway.
yeah, you know.
Hey now.
Yeah,
That's a spicy jalapeno chip. It's got a little afterburn.
It's an afterburn. It lays on you.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us for Grown Man Record Night. And staying tuned with us for so damn late. For Mikey Bananas, Jay the Curb Maker, Steve Fever. Mikey Bananas is his name that I've already said before. Check out our YouTube page, our Facebook page, and our MySpace live stream.
Our Zynga page.
Our MySpace live stream page, which
And
you have to have a secret.
Our Zune blog.
You have to have a secret key to get to all of that. If you want the secret key, you're going to want to call
The Keymaster.
the Keymaster. If you get the Keymaster at 888-749-8887-49994-999-47874. Keymaster's numbers. And write that down. We appreciate you joining us on Grown Man Record Night. We'll see you next week. I love you. I love your wife probably even more. Send me some pictures of her going to the bathroom, and we'll see you next time on Grown Man Record Night.